Alrighty. Good afternoon, everyone. It's 2 p.m. here in Chicago. Happy New Year to everyone watching today. For today's game, we're going to be casting the Illinois Tech Division C team as they go in their seventh week in the uh, CSL Gold League against their opponents, Depaul University Blue Demons 4. I think that's because DePaul's teams has multiple JV teams, so they have to make sub teams out of each. If we take a quick look at how the Division C team is doing, I believe they are currently 5-1 in the CSL season, so doing really well. Hopefully that they can continue a strong winning streak going into spring 2020. Right now, players are going through the pick and bans through Pro Draft Online, but when we get to the pick ban official through the client, then we can talk about the picks then. Let's take a quick look at who our players will be for today. For IIT, it's going to be Bobby on the top lane, Cheese and Eggs jungle, Disparogi mid, Pirate Windows bottom, and Wicked Scotty support. So looks like game one, IIT will be taking on the team two side, whereas DePaul will be on the blue side for game one. Games are best of three, and I think with the ranked season on its way right now, having its first week, going to see how IIT has prepared for these changes during preseason with the elementals, right? That being one of the changes. I think we only saw the elemental changes in the last game of the fall season, and then in terms of new champions, Senna now is available to play. There is a new champion on its way, Set, but he is not actually available on client yet. I think he's only on PBE, and we probably won't be seeing him until near the end of the month, I believe. We'll take a quick. Players are finishing out their pro draft. I actually got sent a spectator link so we can take a quick look at what they are up to here. It looks like DePaul there has taken out the Fizz, Lee Sin, Sivir, Brand, and Thresh, whereas Illinois Tech has removed the Soraka, Garen, Jinx, Ash, and Nautilus. So looking like a bot side focused ban here for IT for Illinois Tech with the two ADCs, and then likely that's the Nautilus support. I know he was extremely popular as a support pick a couple in the most recent patch, and then IIT going for looking like they're just going for a good spread throughout, maybe a Thresh or Brand support ban, Sivir taking it away for the wave clear potential for Pirate. But then for the picks, we've got DePaul with Urgot in the top lane, Warwick, uh, jungle, Ari mid, Aphelios actually also is a new champ that's just recently come out, and he is playable. One of the most interesting champions that's been coming to League of Legends with four different guns and Morgana support. Whereas IIT, that's gonna look like a Scion top lane, Kane jungle, Ryze mid, Caitlyn ADC, and Leona support. So those sounds tells me that they have started their pick and ban. So let's go to there as they get that stuff officially on its way with the official bans. And taking a quick look at what they've got planned, I think Aphelios letting that go through, it's going to be interesting to see if IIT has the tools, if they know how to be able to play against that. The Warwick jungle versus Kane jungle, I think Kane might be looking for some early invades with, I think, a faster clear than the Warwick. I think also of interest is that Bobby this time playing the top lane. I think traditionally we've normally seen J Mars 9 as IIT's top laner, but seems like he's not in the games for today, as this Sunday is actually technically the last day of the holiday break for the Hawks here. So school resuming back tomorrow for them. Hopefully everyone's had a good break, had some time to relax, maybe not go too hard on the ranked games in preseason before now. And then let's see. I think the Caitlyn Leona is definitely going to be really good for Illinois Tech if they reach that level 2 advantage, especially with Caitlyn going to be able to outrange Aphelios. Aphelios' all of his different guns, I believe, have different auto attack ranges, I want to say, but or different effects that happen. But again, I think with the Morgana spell shield, that could be a problem for the Leona if that spell shield's up before Leona commits. But I think for a couple of the IIT games, we've seen a lot of bot lane favoring with their junglers. So excited to see what will happen. But picks and bans officially nearing their way. Once we go onto the 3-minute spectator delay, we'll go on a short break, and then when we come back, that will be the start of the games. In terms of summoners, pretty standard it looks like throughout, unless they decide to change last second, but that's going to be the TP there for the Rise. That's going to be interesting to see him have both his ultimate teleport and the summoners, and then Sion also with the TP, Urgot with his TP, Ari instead opting to go for Ignite, pretty standard. And then both Ignites for supports. Yeah, also, I think we're going to try to see going to make sure that we try to keep our camera on that level 2 initiation for whoever reaches that first and whoever wants to be looking for that fight. But I think that's going to do it for today. For anyone watching us, be sure to let us know. Hashtag IITmin. Service error. What does that mean? I can't even do the Twitch polls anymore. Well, that's unfortunate. Anyway, all right, 2.5 minutes. We're going to go on a quick break. When we come back, IIT on their way to the Rift, Game 1. Alrighty. Coming back now live to you guys, and again, this is going to be Illinois Tech Esports versus Depaul University, both Chicago schools here as we're in week 7 of the CSL Gold League. Pretty interesting pick bans with a couple of the new champs coming out here. Depaul trying to see what they can do with the Aphelios with the new champ available. Haven't seen too much happiness within the league community in terms of that champion, so wondering to see if IIT does have the tools to play against that, or maybe they're, taking advantage of the fact that since he's such a new champion and maybe in this elo, they maybe not can just outplay and outmaneuver them. Pings coming out across IIT looking like they want to go for that initial invade in the bot tribush, whereas Depaul is going for a standard 5-man exit. Pings are coming out that they want to at least put a man there with the Morg on the tribush, but she's going to be alone walking into 5 members of IIT. She does have the read on it, not putting a ward down, but they do know that someone's in there now, and they're going to back right off. Looking like Warwick might be favoring a blue side start with a possible invade. Pings coming all across. Are we going to be seeing a ward being placed down in the beginning? Part of the new changes, though, as just so we're keeping everyone on track, is besides the dragon, that's going to be a Morgana, though. Putting out a Q on the Kayn, they know that they're there. Doesn't look like IIT wants to risk it. 10 seconds left before the first camp spawns, so they will walk right out. Warwick instead going to be going for his own invade, and that might actually have the Scion end up seeing the IIT players there, but it's going to be a very delayed start for the Warwick as he has not started a jungle. It's going to be Kayn getting a little bit of assistance from the bot lane as he's going to make short work of that blue buff. Finally, both top laners meeting here face to face. It's going to be Warwick going for a solo clear, which will have him take a little bit longer to clear his camps accordingly. Going to be a little bit of harass there from Aphelios. Wicked Scotty taking 2-3 autos there. I think as I was talking before the red invade, so besides the elemental Drake changes, there have been, most notably with the supports, is there is now a different support items. So now we've got the Spell Thieves and Relic Shields that have been modified, essentially, where warding works a little bit differently. Level 2 here, going to start things off here with Sion and Bobby trading, King and Bobby trading blows here. Sion, though, with that grasp of the Undying or whatever, that gets him some lifesteal with those trades. Should be just fine. Kayn here now finally finishing up the Wolves, Raptors, and now finally the Krugs. Was spotted earlier by a ward placed by Depaul, so they should know that he's around the top side. Double buff, though, should keep him healthy. Looks like he wants to go for an initial invade. Urgot's going to put a ward right there to keep them, to detract any more potential gank. Hitting that 3-minute mark, no kills coming across yet. Big wave there for top. Depaul bot lane hitting level 3 faster, but doesn't look like they're going for any engages. That's a big wave that they're... I don't think IIT wins out in that trade at all. Trying to see if they can flex those muscles, but the Morgana's Black Shield helps Aphelios out before any real damage comes through. It's going to be the Kayn finally going for the second scuttle. And again, just significant, already 2 levels above this ward just because of that Warwick delay. But he's going to be spotted by that Tribush ward, so he's coming up. There was a ward here in the river, but I don't think we're going to see any more action. He's going to be walking right into that level 2 Warwick. Ping's coming out, looking like IIT wants to do something about it, but IIT's really pushed away from this wave, can't really act too much on it. But that's going to be a Kayn crossing over. looking like he wants to go for a gank of his own. Black Shield going to stop things a bit, going to force the flash out. IIT looks like they want to do it. Nice Q stun there from the Leona. Any more damage coming through? The Ignite will just do it. Nice Caitlyn Q for the first blood. Tips it right on the corner. Gets the Morgana out. Both flashes down there for Depaul, whereas IIT's got both of theirs up. Rise going in for a little bit of a trade of his own. One more auto could do it. One more Q. It's going to land. Nice play there from the Rise, getting that 1v1 on its way. Meanwhile, with